Good morning from Disney's Hollywood Studios. Today I am here at the park for one reason, and that is because Animation Courtyard is closing. Today is the final day of operation for Animation Courtyard, and I wanted to come out here and remember this last day and enjoy what it has to offer. There's some new things going on, and we will talk about that, what's going to be replacing that and what we can expect. But we also know that this is our last opportunity. It might be our last opportunity ever at Disney's Hollywood Studios to meet Darth Vader, because Launch Bay is leaving as well. So anyway, let's get going. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go have some fun. So come on and join me. Now, I'm going to start this off by saying that I have no emotional attachment to the Animation Courtyard. The only thing that I may have a little bit of an emotional attachment to is seeing Darth Vader. And I am in the camp of people that think that Galaxy's Edge should be the original trilogy and or a mix mash between the original and the new sequel trilogy and the prequels. And before we leave today, we will go into Mickey's of Hollywood, see if there's anything brand new in there. So let's continue on. If you go all the way to the end of Hollywood Boulevard, here is the Chinese Theater. It houses Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, or it used to be the Great Movie Ride. Turn to our right here, and this is Animation Courtyard. And we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna spend some time right here and show you guys what is coming and what we think is going to be really exciting about this. So going back into this area here, we're just gonna spend some time in Launch Bay and stuff like that, but I'm seeing something that's kind of alarming already. Interesting. So in this whole area here, we have some character meet and greets. We have the Get Animated. This is the exit for the Little Mermaid show over here. And then Star Wars Launch Bay, which they've removed the posters for the characters. Am I too late to meet them? Now, they could just not have the character posters up here, but over here, operating hours 10 to 6. So we'll come back at 10, of course. But yeah, that's crazy. Unless they put these out every day. I don't know. Maybe that's something they do and I've just never noticed that before. Let me know down in the comments. So this whole area is going to be transformed. The magic of Disney animation. And right here at the Launch Bay, it's going to have a new interactive experience once they're finished with that. But it's also going to have a Sorcerer Mickey hat coming up top of it. Very much inspired by the original Disney's Animation Studios in Burbank, California. So it's pretty interesting to think about that that's what we're going to get and how everything is going to look once it is there. It's just kind of sad. I mean, I know a lot of people are ready for this thing to go, but yeah, I've had a lot of good memories going into this Launch Bay, so it's going to be different. Oh, Donald and Daisy coming out. That is awesome. So pretty much this whole area is just underutilized right now. I mean, they're doing some things in it. It should be noted that the Little Mermaid show is staying. So keep that in mind. Just remember that. That is definitely staying right here. So that's not going anywhere, which is good because they just refurbed it, which would be insane, right? If they got rid of it, but still, it's going to be crazy. Good morning, guys. How are y'all? Good morning. Y'all have a good day today. Made my way back over here, and you can see the line is already backed up to get in here. See this for the last time. Okay, we're moving in now, and operating today is only Darth Vader and BB-8. You see the sign over there. So we're going to go straight there, and then we'll walk around and look at everything. Here we go. Commander on the bridge. Meeting Lord Vader once again. Oh boy. Lord Vader.
Come forward.
Yes, sir. Are you moving to Batu?
Sign me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rebel forces are organizing in this sector. I wonder if you know what they are planning.
I know nothing.
We are aware of your rebel sympathies.
Yes.
You should be aware that we will find out what you know.
I know nothing.
Now, let us proceed.
All right, I just got out of meeting Lord Vader, and look at this. Look at this beautiful artwork that is here. I mean, I cannot get over how cool this is. Like, this is literally something I would want in my house. Of course, my wife wouldn't want it. All except for maybe these last three. Well, the last two. But everything else is just awesome in here. You can see everyone's lined up meeting Lord Vader. And I try to get the best approach I can. He's not the friendliest guy for some reason. I don't know. But let's walk around Launch Bay and let's just have a little bit of fun. This is one of my favorite areas here. Now, this is where a couple of years ago we met Chopper from Rebels. He was out here and did a little meet and greet here. But I love this whole area and everything that's here. The little chess table there as well. There's so many cool elements. Of course, this is where you're going to meet BB-8 over there. We're not going to do that today. We're just kind of walking around, taking Launch Bay in. Of course, Lord Vader now is a 35-minute wait. And this is awesome, a speeder. I believe this is from the film. I'm not 100% sure. Now, I have seen an actual speeder from the films at the Smithsonian. It used to be in there, but this is pretty amazing. And this is from Return of the Jedi. Of course, this is one of my favorite things, the writing here, the Star Wars Launch Bay here at the bottom. Just so cool. Just a cool carpet to walk across. But this is no longer going to exist. All this will be gone. And of course, this room in here as well, we have some models of some stuff here. This Slave One, which is Boba Fett's ship here. Almost said Boba Fett's attraction. That would be awesome. Give that to me. That's cool. And then over here, this one as well, we have the droid Tri-Fighter, which is awesome. And look at this, the painting for the Death Star construction, which is cool. And this one of a Y-Wing flying in. So awesome. And we do have some models here. The A-Wing fighter down there. The X-Wing fighter here. B-Wing. I remember having a B-Wing when I was a kid. It was so cool. It was like a little micro machine thing, if you guys remember that. U-Wing, you don't really see that much. But then we also have the land speeder here too. This is just kind of making me sad right now. And we have the TIE Fighter Stormtrooper here in his costume. Look at this. This is beautiful. So cool. I am glad I got to come in here and do this one last time. AT Hauler there, and then of course we have the Star Destroyer model here, which is so cool, and the Death Star. I just want to have this in my home, like just randomly sitting there, just on a coffee table, a large obscure thing, and then the TIE Fighter, and of course. We also have, well, this is Director Krennic's space shuttle, but we also know that the Emperor and Vader have a space shuttle very similar to that. And here's the outside here. I didn't really show you guys this, but this kind of gives you an idea of what everything looks like out here. And I could see them doing something like this is like a little fountain area maybe or something. And you go through all these doors and get to the studios once they switch it over. But there's a few more things I want to show you over here before I head out. What is really awesome is all of this artwork here that's out here. You have ones from Rebels. You have the original Ralph McQuarrie paintings here, concept art for The Empire Strikes Back. I remember watching the documentary on Star Wars and seeing these, and it's just so cool to see them in actual person. Also, some more Ralph McQuarrie ones here as well. This is special to me. Very special. And there's just so many wrapped around here. This original drawing or concept art for C-3PO is one of the reasons why Anthony Daniels is actually C-3PO. He said he saw this picture and he said he just looked in the eyes and he said he felt like it was calling to him. I mean, that is awesome. You don't get that much. You don't get stories like that too often. And I feel like this is such an amazing experience to be able to see all of this in here as it is right now. Because it won't be here. Even more Imperial Viper droid here too from Empire Strikes Back. And then some of the concept art for BB-8, which is really awesome. Also on this side, General Grievous, which is amazing. Darth Vader. Now this is another one that they would always show in the documentary. This is also by Ralph McQuarrie as well. And the Inquisitor here. Captain Phasma. One of the coolest things here is this. The original Revenge of the Jedi poster. That was originally supposed to be called Revenge of the Jedi. That is amazing. But even look at these, like the Gungans here. That's amazing. The Tusken Raiders from A New Hope concept art. This is from the first film. This is amazing. And then Yoda. Look at him. Look at little Yoda. He looks a little bit different in that concept art, doesn't he? But it's close. It's pretty close. And the Rancor scene from Return of the Jedi. And then behind me, which is, oh my gosh, this makes me just want to watch the films. The pod racers, Millennium Falcon destroying the interior of the Death Star from Return of the Jedi, and the X-Wing and TIE Fighter from A New Hope. And then Kylo Ren's shuttle here too. Sweet. But also, over here, here's the Empire Strikes Back poster. And here's the Return of the Jedi poster. And here is the classic New Hope poster. The original. So awesome, guys. And the last wall of concept art here, we have Jakku from Force Awakens. And then the next one we have is Dagobah from Empire Strikes Back. Look how close all the concept art was to what the actual film ended up looking like. Hoth here too. And Tatooine. I mean, this is just incredible. Well, the thing is here in just a second, I'm about to walk out of this area for the last time. And I know that these pictures exist online. I know that these are not the original concept arts. They are just reprints that were put up here. But walking through here, I'm starting to feel like really sad, actually. Really emotional about everything, because this is a huge part of my childhood. And I love any representation of these things here in the parks. And I think that's where my kind of disappointment is with Galaxy's Edge, because I wish it was all this. I wish it was more of this. And hopefully there's a plan to do more of this, because I miss this part of Star Wars, the nostalgic feel. Back 2 does feel like Star Wars, but it doesn't at the same time. So yeah, I'm about to walk out for the last time. sad. And right before I walk out, this is the last bit of artwork here. All the characters. Definitely feeling nostalgic here. As we walk out of here for the final time. Ending with my favorite character of the whole thing. And there it is. That's it. I have just walked out of there for the last time as Star Wars Launch Bay. May the Force be with you. And as I do feel a little bit emotional, more than I thought. I told my wife, I said, I got to come out here and make this video today. You know, it's just whatever. And then it hit me that this was closing too. And because I'm not attached to anything out here on this side of it with all the characters meeting and stuff. But in there, that's my childhood. And it's pretty cool. It's cool that we got to see all that. I know it's like, you know, it doesn't have a purpose. It just sits there as educational kind of purposes and a character meet and greet. But I love it. I'm going to miss that. I think it was a great addition to the park. But what I'm hoping is that they'll relocate it somewhere. They'll do something with all that. Because it would be ashamed if it just goes away and no one ever sees it and just stays in a backlot studio somewhere. Something like that. So yeah, anyway, before I leave today, let's head into Mickey's of Hollywood. Let's see if there's anything new. Also, I wanted to say, Darth Vader is awesome. It was a lot of fun to see that, and I'm glad that I got my final pictures with Darth Vader before it all ends. So anyway, let's head over to Hollywood Boulevard and go to Mickey's of Hollywood just really quickly. I don't think there's anything really new, but there might be. Also, this shop is known as Disney & Co., so just in case you're wondering where I'm heading into. Okay, so I haven't seen this yet. This is new to me, so take it with a grain of salt. This is pretty cool. You guys know, well, you probably don't know, Sorcerer Mickey is my favorite form of Mickey. So if I get to see him in action, I am all happy. That's cool. $65 for him. See a little bit better there. That's cool. That's a little lug bag there. And also, I noticed this from over here. It's like this little jacket thing. Now, of course, I would not be able to wear this. But it's $64.99 for this. And then they have the bag here, too. I didn't know they had this. That's pretty big. Where is that at? Okay, I might need that. That's nice. And of course, the Spirit jersey down here as well, Sorcerer Mickey's. They're really pushing the Sorcerer Mickey thing. And Angie, I know you're watching this. This mug needs to come home with me. Oh man, most magical place on earth. Look at that. Price on that is $19.99, so that is not bad at all. Okay. I need to take him home. Well, now it's time to leave the park. A little emotional. Like I said, I didn't think I'd get so emotional, and I'm not like crying emotional. I just feel nostalgic and a little sad, you know, because that's what we're losing. And I know you guys are like, which I was there too, like, something new needs to go there, it needs to be replaced. But, you know, as much as I love Star Wars, and I don't know, like when I walk into that building, I feel like I'm transported back to the 80s, to the 90s, and I feel like I'm back when I was a kid. Like, I don't know, it's just like the smell, the feel of the building or something. I don't know what it is, but it just makes me feel emotional. And I'm kind of sad, but I'm glad that I got my last photo with Vader. I don't know how those turned out. I'll put them right here for you guys to see. But yeah, I mean, it was something really cool to be a part of, and to come out here for the last day and to say goodbye to Lord Vader, for sure. And so I'll always have that in my core memory. It's something that I know that I was out here to do for the last time. And you guys know, like, I'm all about change. We've talked about this before. If you're new to the channel, just know I am all about change. I love that things change and there's something new going on at the parks. But this one is kind of hard right now. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching me today ramble and kind of have some nostalgia. We did not go to Galaxy's Edge today because I didn't want to make it about all that. So we'll come back soon. We've got some more construction update things to talk about with Walt Disney World over at Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. So make sure you guys are subscribed so you will stay up to date when we do those. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, the road goes ever on. I will see you in the parks, and may the Force be with you.